In this type of dating society, this culture that you in, it's easy to identify lustful spirits. It's like, but you have to practice discernment. You have to practice dating with discernment. And that means that you have to practice discernment in all parts of your life, not just reserved for relationships and dating. If you identify that there is lustful people, like putting yourself in lustful situations, he starts talking about sex too early. He starts talking about like your curves and stuff and all that too early. He starts having these conversations that you know are inappropriate, that you know are more than likely just going to lead you to the bedroom. Start Xing those people out because they're disqualifying themselves, and be okay with disqualifying those kind of people. A lot of times the reason why people, especially those who have called to be wives, the reason why in this society, why it's really hard is because they have not practiced discernment. They don't even understand what discernment actually means and what it is to actually practice that. Some people have that gift. Some people have to strengthen that muscle to go ahead and understand it. But if you know that there's certain things that you just don't align with, that's the reason why I always tell people to know at least your top 5 core values, which is what a lot of people don't know. If I asked you right now, what are your top 5 values, and you gave me some that lean more into what you can do for other people, I know you'll be easy to set yourself up. But if you know what your top 5 values are, you can identify certain values in people that are just misaligned with yours, and you'll be okay with saying no. But I always encourage young people to really get to know themselves, to have a good time, not having a good time by sleeping with people, but having a good time to learn what they want, to learn who they are, to understand what their purpose is and stuff like that. But that means that you do have to stay in that place to where you kind of start separating yourself from certain type of crowds. And it's not just the people that you date, it's those friendships as well. It's the people that you associate yourselves with as well. Because you can have a group of women that you hang around that are very lustful in their spirit, lustful in their nature, and it starts to seep and leak into you, and you start mirroring certain things that they do that you know you really don't do outside of them. So be mindful of your friendships, the people you associate yourselves with and things like that. And if it just doesn't align, be willing to let it go.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, listen. That's been another episode of the Tonight's Conversation podcast. Live in Houston, make some noise!